avoid all information online because there's some major game-changing spoilers. Be careful. It's crazy. Everybody's crying. Comics Plus, what's going on? It's your boy Akasan. And this is going to be my non-spoiler review for Kimetsu no Yaiba, otherwise known as Demon Slayer. And first and foremost, I just want to let you guys know that let this be your only video that you even hear about the Demon Slayer movie, because I am going to warn you. Do not go down the hole of looking up any reviews on the Demon Slayer movie, because what's eventually gonna end up happening, honestly, I wouldn't even say look at the comments in a few weeks from now. Don't even look at the comments, because you just don't want to get spoiled. If you've read the manga, I think you're in the clear, but if you have only been watching the anime adaptations as I have, there are some major things that are going on in this movie. We're not going to talk about it. But as a lot of you know, this movie is the continuation from season 1. And in a lot of anime movies, you go in, you don't think they're just going to be these side stories, very similar to My Hero Academia. It's part of the main universe, but it doesn't really have any impact, little to no impact on the main story. Demon Slayer, the Mugen train is not that. It is essentially going to be, ironically, the bridge between season 1 and season 2. And furthermore, one of the things I want to tell you before I get into the actual movie itself is probably, how are they even showing this, right? You're probably wondering how this is even going on in Japan, especially if you're somewhere in a country where theaters are not open right now. Well, everybody actually complies, and everybody actually wears masks and protects each other and looks out for their better man. So Toho Cinema has been racking it up like big time out here, and they're on the weekends are the non-social distancing days, and then on the week days is the social distancing days. The only big difference is on the weekend, every seat is going to get filled up, but you need to wear a mask at all times, and you cannot buy food. So you need to actually go ahead and you can get a drink, and that's it. You can take off your mask to have a little suck. That sounds terrible, but that's it. You got to wear your mask at all times, and nobody complains. Nobody's out there protesting about their rights being taken away. We all just want to see these movies, so we do it, and that's that. Now, on the weekday, it's social distancing day, so every other seat is actually filled up when you book it. So even if you come with a couple, everybody's split up. So, and then you can actually eat popcorn, food, whatever, but you still need to wear a mask when those days are available. If you're not, wolfing down food or something like that. There are people that come in every once in a while monitoring what's going on and making sure everybody is complying and making sure everybody's bettering their fellow man, and everybody's being safe and healthy. But that's basically it. They check your temperature at the screening. They check your temperature going in, and making sure you don't have a fever or anything like that. Obviously, this goes without saying, but I guess for some countries, maybe they don't have this practice. Hand sanitizer is almost at every particular stopping point. So they really want to make sure everybody is clean and everybody's doing their best to keep the curve flattened and to not necessarily eliminate corona completely, but at least stomp it out and not get the hospitals overfilled. So that's just my one disclaimer I wanted to put out there, because I do feel like some countries could kind of learn from these examples so we can get more movies to be released, but that's a whole nother discussion for another time. Demon Slayer, the movie itself, was amazing. In all likelihood, this probably will be the movie of the year, but what else has come out, right? So that's one of the other things. things. What else has come out? But it was an amazing adventure, and it was an amazing ride. I loved every moment of the movie. Like I said, it's a bridge between season 1 and season 2. I watched it in IMAX, which was especially good. I will say that my time with Dragon Ball Dragon Ball Super Broly, this one looked much better in IMAX. I'm talking about Dragon Ball. But I still feel like Demon Slayer really peaked at IMAX, and one of the things that really stood out the most, whereas Dragon Ball was essentially, pretty much the sound effects that we're kind of used to when Goku or whomever is flying around, the powers that they use. Demon Slayer really stood out with that IMAX sound. It was amazing. And there were just really different moments of the movie where you can really hear the unique sounds of Tanjiro's water form, that blonde boy's lightning, even the pig running around, the warthog dude, and then the main guy, the main guy for this movie, I honestly don't even remember his name. The fire guy. It was some amazing scenes. Now, without spoiling anything, I will say that this movie does have a very nice October feel to it. It's kind of eerie in some sense, and if you have ever watched the Superman, the Justice League episode of For the Man That Has Everything, it takes a few nods from that basic sort of concept, and that not going to get into any more details other than that, but you will really like this movie. It's a very heartfelt, deep story in terms of it pulls on your emotional heartstrings for those of you that are fans of Tanjiro, Nezuko, all of them. The main characters and even the side characters, they do a really good job of getting the emotion. And I was really surprised about that. The fact that for a movie, they actually really center full frontal on the sort of emotional human aspects of what everybody is kind of going through, and that kind of surprised me because you don't see that a lot from these shonen type storylines. And I think that's why this particular arc of where they're going, this train arc, I'll just call it, does a really good job of a story in terms of storytelling, because this would have probably been like 4 or 5 episodes in a regular season, and while I think we all would have enjoyed it, it would have been kind of weird. Very similar to the idea of Shingeki no Kyojin, when they were just in the trees all of the second half of the first season, if I remember, or was that the second one? Maybe second season. So I thought that was good. What else is there? Anything else I wanted to point out for you guys? I think that's pretty much it, guys. The music was a pretty decent, actually, and the music really, there were moments that really got you going and hyped. And all I will say again is do your best to block out every sort of mention of the Demon Slayer movie, even the Japanese version in Romaji, Kimetsu no Yaiba. I don't know when you're going to get it in your own country, especially in the United States, but I hope it comes to you soon, because it is definitely a huge treat. I would even, if you can find a way, I mean, I don't know. I don't know how you're going to be able to get it. If you can get it in Japanese, like I watched it without subtitles, and for my level, it was fine to kind of catch on. There are little nods that you may not get if you're not able to get subtitles on it, but I really hope everybody gets a chance to watch this movie as soon as possible, and especially before season 2 comes out. Okay, if you have any other questions or so, just leave them below in the comments. But yeah, I really enjoyed this movie, and like I said, it's probably going to be movie of the year for me, because what else has come out? But I really enjoyed it a lot, and man, I cannot wait for the continuation in season 2 of Demon Slayer. Thank you so much, guys. Your boy is out of here. Peace. We just got out of the theater. Conan's been crying all day. She's so crying so bad. She's so sad. Yeah. I got a regular shirt. It's too small for me. Spoilers. Be careful, guys. Game-changing spoilers. Be careful. It's crazy. Everybody's crying.